Morning, guys. Me and Martin, we are in Richmond Park, and we're here with like so many other cyclists. I didn't realise it was like a hot spot for cyclists. And the surrounding roads, there's just so many cyclists. But today, we are going to go to Windsor and back again. It's the first time I'm doing this on a bike. You've done it before.
This is my second time, yeah.
Okay. So, we're about to set off. And I'll tell you what, it's 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, and it is so hot.
I don't know why you're surprised that the forecast for the entire week said today would be like one of the hottest days of the year, and you come up today. It's my wife put in there said 99 Fahrenheit. Let's have a look.
We don't work in Fahrenheit.
I'm saying, but you know, it's hot basically. We know this.
I didn't know it was going to be like, it's not even midday and it's hot. Last week, if you remember, I ran out of water and I ran out of electrolytes. So today, I got 2 big bottles and a new cage. I got 1 electrolyte bottle and 1 frozen water bottle. And that's it. You can't catch me out twice ever in life.
Not twice. Once is okay, second time is a mistake.
So what are you saying now?
So it's about, what, 50 miles? Sorry, 25 miles there, 25 back, which is obviously 50. So we want to make sure your 2 bottles are done, empty by the time we get to Windsor. Fill up with whatever you need to fill up with, salt, electrolytes, whatever, to then come back. We've got our flapjacks. So one to eat there, and the second one to eat on the return.
Not all in one go though. Nibble it on the way there. Yeah. Okay. All right. Ready to go?
So that is it. So the time is now what?
It's 13 minutes past 10.
Here we go.
All right. We're gonna go.
Yep.
Cool. And so we set off in Richmond Park. Look at this. It looks like we're on a safari. Richmond Park is very large because it took us a little while to get to this gate where we exited and came along this nice riverbank. I love water, as you will find out later on. So we were enjoying the hot weather, the views, the blue skies, and going across the bridges and seeing the sights. Everything was going well until somehow I managed to hurt my back while pushing on the pedals. After a mere 20 minutes. Was this the end of our ride already? But I stretched it out, and after 10 minutes we were back on the road. After an estimated 90 minutes or so, we started to come into Windsor. And you know Martin, he cannot resist a photo opportunity. So when he saw this sign, he pulled over and done what he likes to do. Alright, I had to get in on the fun too. Yes, look at that. How's the ride been so far?
All good, man. All good.
It's been a nice ride, nice and consistent. There's been no mad hills really. Although Martin's telling me that although we're at the border now, there's 1 hill that we have to climb before we officially get to our destination.
Yep.
You know how I feel about inclines. And so we continued into Windsor as I mentally prepared myself for this supposed steep incline that we were about to embark on. Here at the bottom of the hill, I was thinking, oh, this isn't so bad. I mean, it wasn't that steep, and after about 30 seconds of cycling, we reached the top anyway. So, thank you Martin for mentally preparing me. I fully appreciate the over-promise and under-deliver doctrine here. So as we arrived into Windsor, we stopped at Cinnamon Cafe. They give cyclists a 10% discount if you're in cycle gear, and you can see they got a cycle pump, and they really cater for cyclists. And to tell you the truth, the tuna and sweet corn bagel wasn't so bad either. Alright, so we're at this restaurant, what's it called? Cinnamon Cafe. And it's like a cyclist place, like everyone puts up their bikes. We get discount if you're in Lycra cycling gear, you get discount. They give you top up your water bottles, and yeah, we just got some lunch before we head back. It was at this point when Martin was topping up his electrolytes, I realised that I'd forgotten my spare ones. So I forgot my spare electrolytes, so I'm going to Holland and Barrett to pick up some more. Talk about a convenience tax. I paid £6 for 3 little sachets. Windsor Castle.
I do wonder if Charlie Boy's in. Should we go knock for him?
Yeah, shall we see if he's in there?
I don't know if his guard will like us.
No, he'll recognise us. He'll be like, oh, it's them guys, them cyclists. Let them in.
They're carrying some MP5 or something.
After taking a moment by Windsor Castle, we decided to move on. We went to the other side of the river because it's a bit quieter. We went down some small residential streets and then crossed what was marked as Eaton's grounds. Little pit stop, and this is, I think it's on Eaton's grounds. But look at the water, it's so beautiful. I captured a rare moment of Martin appreciating nature. And then we hit the road again, on our way back to Richmond now. There's always some incident. As I was cycling along this road, a wasp bounced from my glasses and straight into my helmet. I could feel it wriggling around on my head, so I had to pull over and yank my helmet off quickly. Brother, a wasp flew into my helmet. Look, while I was cycling. That was in my helmet.
In?
Yeah. That's why I'd say I had to pull over quick. And after that little piece of excitement, we were back on the road again. It was such a hot day and we were out of cold drinks, so we pulled over to try and get some ice. We're on the way back, but it's so hot and the water bottles that are filled up and the drinks are filled up, they're like tea. So I think we're just passing Staines now, but I need some ice. So we're gonna get some ice. I don't know where Martin is. He's up there somewhere. I've tried to call him, but I don't know if he heard me. Of course, Co-op was out of ice, so we just got a couple of cold drinks just to cool us down and then hit the road again. This country lane was beautiful. There was a river to the side of us, and the views were amazing. We've come to a very nice spot. So I'm just walking along the riverside.
So this guy is looking for somewhere to dip his foot in the water, but he's not been very successful, so he's given up. We're now back on the path. Oops.
He thought I gave up, but I found the perfect spot. It was so hot and that water was so refreshing. Even though I didn't fully submerge, just going into the depths that I did cooled my entire body down. And then once again, we hit the road. There was a long stretch on this route back home where we didn't really stop. There were no traffic lights or anything that caused us to stop. So after a good number of miles, I voluntarily pulled over just to take a breather and have some refreshments before moving on again. And here we are coming back into the vicinity of Richmond Park. Once again, we were extremely thirsty. We needed some cold drinks, so we stopped again for some refreshments, got some energy drinks and some water, and guzzled them before heading back home on the home stretch. And you have to forgive me, after this stop, I don't know if the refreshments got to me. I forgot to hit record on the camera again, but trust me, there was nothing super exciting about our return back. Okay. All right, we're back at Richmond Park. We've done the 50 odd miles. I've got change, obviously. And we're just having some refreshments now.
Yeah, what a day.
We had quite a lot of drink stops, and I'm a little bit upset because my Apple Watch died on me. I think I need to get a new Apple Watch because it shouldn't be dying in a day's use. But my Apple Watch died and it had all my heart stats and everything on it. But more importantly, it was meant to be logging to Strava. So I also use Beeline, one of them little Beeline computers. And that was my fallback plan, but I cycled halfway back with it in pause mode without realizing. So Strava, I've just seen that Beeline has tried to compensate and it's given me 45 miles, so I've lost out on about 5 miles. But I'm gonna sync up with him on Strava because he's got his own computer, and hopefully it will bring me up to 50 miles. But yeah, no, it's been a nice day. It was hot, but the good thing is that when you're moving, the breeze is blowing nicely. So
You and this breeze.
No, because you know when you stop, the sun, you feel the sun, but when you're moving, the breeze is hitting you, so it's all right.
Enjoyable day.
It was.
At one point, you were cycling about 18, 19 miles per hour, and we're maybe like 15 miles to go. And I was wondering, are you going to keep this up all the way? Because you weren't even drinking. So I was like, what's going on?
I didn't realize I was going so fast.
Let's slow that down.
No, I didn't realize. It just felt like a natural pace. But yeah, but we're done for today. So thanks for watching.